I'm Zargar Zahoor, ex-Dean Faculty of Fine Arts, Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. In this module, we are going to demonstrate how complementary colors are used in any design or painting. This module has demonstration of how to use various combinations of complementary colors. Impressionism is only direct sensation. All great painters were less or more impressionist. It is mainly a question of instinct. Claude Monet. In color theory, there are three colors which are called primary colors. These are red, yellow, and blue. Mixing any two of these primary colors produces a secondary color. Example, by mixing yellow and blue, we get green, which is a secondary color. Similarly, orange, mixture of yellow and red, and purple, violet, a mixture of blue and red. Colors are made which are the remaining two complementary colors. Complementary colors are placed exactly opposite to each other on the color wheel. They are also opposite in nature to each other, hence the name. For example, orange is a warm in nature, whereas blue, that is exact opposite of orange, is a cool color. Even though they are opposite to each other in nature, yet they actually help in enhancing the effect of the color which is opposite. Hence, in a way, they complement or complete the effect of the other, and thus they are also called complementary colors. For an example, violet is exact opposite of yellow in nature, but it enhances the beauty of yellow if it used with it. So violet is complementary of yellow color. If you make a triangular shape and write the first letter of three primary colors, R, B, Y, R for red, B for blue, and Y for yellow, on one corner each, and make another triangle over it, but this time it should be inverted, then you will get one pointing corner each in between each of the two corners of first triangle. Using any two colors which are placed on the opposite corner will complement the other. Take a look at the painting which use complementary colors to enhance the effect of colors. It has been exhausted. It has been executed in impressionistic style. Sunflower by Vincent van Gogh. Use of complementary colors blue and orange enhances the contrast between the colors. In this famous masterpiece by Van Gogh, so here two colors opposite in nature are actually complementing each other. While showing complementary colors, remember you cannot mix any two complementary colors together, as mixing them together produces a muddy, dull, or uninteresting color, which may not be usable anywhere except where you really want dull shades. One has to have good understanding of where to apply what colors, especially the dull ones, as they can easily spoil your painting. Use dull colors sparingly. The understanding of which color will be good and where it should be applied comes with experience and needs a lot of practice. Used without proper practice and knowledge where to apply these dull, muddy colors, you can easily spoil whole of your painting. As a matter of fact, without practice, it is very difficult to apply any color and more so with complementary colors for that manner. If you place complementary colors side by side, for example, red by the side of green, they look beautiful because they complement each other. By complement, it means they actually help in beautifying each other more by creating contrasting effect. This is an example of complementary color, red and green. For any kind of painting, we need a base, a surface on which to paint. It can be a canvas, it can be a paper, it can be a wall, or any other thing which can hold the paint. Slightly wet surface holds color well and does not let it dry quickly, so the mixing, if required, will be easy. In this case, we will use the surface. Here a handmade paper without wetting with water. To start, take fan brush and a bit of color thinned with water. Paint in small patches of purple color. Complementary color of purple is yellow. So we will take yellow and paint around this purple. Here, instead of bright or lemon yellow, we will use a yellow ochre, which is slightly dull, but because we don't want to make both colors equally bright, hence we will take this dull yellow. You have to fill this yellow ochre in the spaces between purple patches where white background is visible. Notice how the color is being filled in small patches, only in white areas. So as not to overlap. Keep moving downwards with yellow patches and paint more yellow in the lower area. That will form our foreground. As mentioned earlier, we have to paint blue in the upper area, that is of sky. Start with very thin blue. Apply this thin color all over the sky. Note how some of the blue is kept slightly deeper than the rest to make that area heavy. This deep color or heavy color is also known as giving depth to an area. In all paintings, before the painting is completed, some depth is given again in selective areas all over the painting. After the blue, we apply little yellow over the blue. Here it is overlapping the blue area, so we have to be very careful. Yellow is also thinned with water so much so that it will not overpower the blue below it but will mingle gently to produce a slightly warm blue. After this initial application of color in sky, we move towards the foreground below or the base. The base has a roughly painted yellow which we applied in patches earlier. This is complementary to the blue in sky. Now depth has to be given in this base too. For giving depth in there can be two ways. One is applying thin color in multiple layers to make it look dark. And second is to take thick color in combination with black or any other dark color. If very dark shade, not achievable with pure color alone, is desired. If you place complementary colors side by side, for example, red by the side of green, they look beautiful because they complement each other. By complement, it means they actually help in beautifying each other more by creating contrasting effect. Here we are applying thick patches of deep yellow. Keep repeating lots of thick deep patches in the lower half area. The patches will be very closely packed in some areas. And widespread in some other areas. Then take thin blue again and this time paint selectively over the yellow lower area. Following the complementary colors harmony. Notice how the patches are applied randomly but judicially. Now first coat for almost all the painting is over. So now we will concentrate on the middle area, which is the main area of the paint. A round brush is to be used now rather than fan brush that we have been using mostly up till now. Yellow ochre patches are almost done. Now take thick purple and apply in small patches in the middle where a yellow ochre was painted. Some small patches in deep purple, some patches in slightly lighter purple should be done. For making the purple color light, use water. Make the color thinner to make it look lighter. Don't mix white for this purpose. In any watercolor painting, whether the technique is gouache or just watercolor is used, white color is mostly avoided. These purple patches will look like flower petals. Abstract shapes without much detailing of petals are enough since we are attempting an impressionistic painting. Purple and yellow side by side create greater impact due to simultaneous contrast. Then some long strokes of purple should be given. They will look like stems in purple color. Yellow and purple are the main colors here and they together create complementary harmony. Yellow is again painted in selective patches in between the purple long strokes and patches. This will give an impression like there are flowers visible from small holes or gaps in between bushes. Some small patches in deep purple, some patches in slightly lighter purple should be done. For making the purple color light, use water. Make the color thinner to make it look lighter. Don't mix white for this purpose. In any watercolor painting, whether the technique is gouache or just watercolor is used, white color is mostly avoided. These purple patches will look like flower petals. To add more drama and interest, we have take pure red color and again paint flower like forms in between yellow and purple patches. So just a little bit of white color is mixed with purple and applied selectively. This gives a subdued effect for some flower like forms, which will be pleasing and will help in making the total painting more harmonious than if we just use bright and dark colors. Sometimes it is good to try something unexpected or unplanned. It may give beautiful results if done with care and experience. One of the things is to try some strong colors in the area where it was not planned earlier, but it may create a different feel. By strong colors, we mean the colors that have good saturation. Here we will try taking a strong yellow and painting in the middle, the area where we had planned to keep it blue earlier. A strong yellow, which is chrome yellow, is required here. This strong yellow is applied over the blue and spread well in most of the sky, leaving only a few patches of blue. It is not that we have to make that whole sky yellow, but what we are trying to do is to make a balance between the blue and yellow in such a way that after mixing the sky area will look like a warm sunset or stormy sky. Little hints of blue visible below will only make it more natural, like we often see in the evenings, especially during monsoon season or in stormy weather. Now the painting has taken an overall warm tone. Some small patches of bright yellow are added to the middle area where we had earlier painted some yellow flower like forms. All these will combine to make an impression of multicolored flowery bushes in a landscape. Make tint of yellow by mixing white in it and paint in the middle yellow area. This will focus eye to center area as it will be lighter than the rest. Slightly lighter middle and darker corners is a good way of keeping the eye in the painting. Apply in bold patches in the middle, mixing it well, and then some small patches below it. Now, some final touches are to be given. Look carefully and meditate where what is lacking and give final touches with bright or dark colors as required. A painting is like a meditation only where you need to concentrate. Apply patches until you feel all desired effects have been achieved, then stop. Where to stop is also an important decision since overdone colors will spoil any painting easily. Thank you.